It's Week 12 of the National Football League.
And we'll see Brandon Ayuk.
He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Monarchs and the Shamrocks, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Scott, joined by former NFL Brock Hewitt, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football, but take it themselves.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place, they always will. But a lot of teams look like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we are underway in London. To return, here's Paris Campbell. On the return at the 27. So here comes the offense for its opening drive. And leading them out is the seventh-year pro. Needs to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on. His performance. That's spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, when he cares less of those two numbers, he's more about the alpha, that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. To bring it to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
On first down, Allen. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escape the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's gonna get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft after a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going play action, May. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. On play action, here's May. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one does not go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Shamrocks and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They run the counter with Dobbins. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Allen now on first down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll cobble together a yard there. Caleb Farley arranging over for that stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll get it up to the 27. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. He calls his own number again. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for May. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. And that'll bring up second down. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, so now they face fourth down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
The Monarchs out for the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Shamrocks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. Looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Throwing now on first down. Allen. Complete to Dell. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Play action now. Allen. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Allen looking to throw. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Monarchs and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. Flushed down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Fits it through the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And that is a touchdown! The Monarchs just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Monarchs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. One quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Neither side separating much so far. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They're looking at 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was Darius Williams on the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Now a toss play with Dobbins. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Shamrocks have their punt team out there now. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Monarchs and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. First carry for the versatile vet Cordarrelle Patterson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Juan Thornhill getting there for the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. The give here on 2nd. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
May on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll try and run this. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
May now from the gun. Pittman's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 42. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives them the first. A tight end in motion now. A give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Brought in by Ayuk. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, they're looking option, headed left side. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Monarchs take a 13-0 lead. Drake made the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one right down the middle. And the Monarchs double their lead to 14. Now Prater on to send it away. Gamble now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. They're set up at the 35 now. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Allen. He's on the move. He can run it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Allen setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Here's Allen. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Connection made to Dell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute warning now in Britain. And it's the Shamrocks with a 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That's complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Dobbins is into the end zone. Touchdown! The Shamrocks make it a 1-score game before halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Shamrocks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air on 1st down, May. Caught by Jennings. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. May to throw it. He's on the move. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. 2nd and 3 now. Throwing is May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And he missed it. It's no good. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points. So we've reached halftime with the Monarchs out in front in London. Now we'll send you back stateside to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report all queued up and ready to go.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. It was a terrific first half from the rookie number 3 overall pick, Drake May. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Ewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Monarchs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That finds Ayuk complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Escapes up. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. That's taken in at the 42. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The offense headed back to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
He's one of the greatest to do it. It's Justin Tucker on for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Sent to return, Nyheim Hines. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Shamrocks are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. On target to Dobbins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Allen off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Fights off the pressure. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break, and they finally get him to the ground.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. On the handoff, Patterson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. To throw, here's May. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down throw for May. Hits him on the out route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Monarchs now lead by 10. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Now Prater on to send it away. Gamble now on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen gets himself free. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing here, Allen. He's got a man left. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Allen to throw. He's on the move. He takes it himself. He's contained at the line for no gain. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's impressed beyond his work as a passer partner. He's been more than willing to run with it when the opportunity has presented itself. And I don't think they care how he does it, right? Just keep on moving that offense the way he's been doing. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
It's a 7-yard gain on 2nd down, only inches to go now on 3rd. Gibson here from the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
This is Patterson on the give. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give them a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Those defenders see the QB keep the ball, Kate. They're hoping they can get a hit on him before he gives himself up. He got there in time, took full advantage, even hitting him hard enough to jar that ball loose.
Their offense running back out now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5. Allen setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They'll go. Allen. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw for Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket.
And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And a man is there to knock that away.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. A give right side to Dobbins. And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. We have an injured player down there, and with his history, we really hope this is nothing serious. It is J.K. Dobbins who was hurt on that one. He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams and Cordero Patterson getting set for their next possession. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Once again, Patterson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. A give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. for safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game. It's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Brought in by Ayuk. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll give them a first down. It's an option to the left side. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Motioning right is Ayuk. Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Forced right. Takes it and takes it. He hits that after setting him up with 1st and goal. They have 14 yards and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drop backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort, previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Monarchs up by 8. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And he's down to the 13. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Right to Patterson now. And they bring him down quickly at the 10. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. McManus sends it through. And it's now 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers have been around here over the last few decades. They relish these moments. They know the work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Hauled in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard before we go down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Gets it to Paris Campbell. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Throwing now. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of the situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock. You know, the end in the pocket, but then it's like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force to throw and risk it. Instead, he just got his losses.
And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And this one just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only one timeout remaining. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, take the knee. This clock. Defense takes the final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Still lead off clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock as far as you're able and take off every single second. Nothing left to do now but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly for the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to the spot. Now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their fourth victory in a row. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Monarchs as we say cheerio from London.
A waste of time.